Absolutely, and maybe even the next day. Things did not go very well. They weren't able to get the crane operating correctly. You can see what I'm talking about behind me. It's folded up, collapsed, done for the evening. They didn't even work until dark today because they just didn't have the settings right. And as you're going to see in the video, things were moving very slowly. Take a look at how this demo work started. The wrecking ball was just tapping the bridge.
The wrecking ball is not hitting the bridge with the force and the power that we had anticipated.
The crane is 680 feet tall, but the wrecking ball is not that big.
What we need to do at this point is develop a strategy which will allow us to have the 6,000-pound steel ball strike the bridge in such a manner that we can really see a demolition process evolve.
In other words, they need to hit the bridge hard enough that it actually falls down. We're getting an aerial look of the work that they've done in day one at demoing Pfeiffer Canyon Bridge, and visually it doesn't look like that much was accomplished. Take a look at these aerials of the bridge so that you can get an idea of what the plan is for the demo work. You can see the north column is compromised, but the south one is in good shape. Caltrans wants to hit the bridge above the southern column and weaken it so the bridge will fall in 3 pieces, making it easier to pick up. We watched the work from the south, where those trapped in Big Sur were also watching.
And then my kids' school's on the other side, so my wife and my 9-year-old and 12-year-old are on the other side of the bridge. I haven't seen them for about 3 weeks.
Marcus Foster is a caretaker at Big Sur Ranch, but recently he's also been volunteering to build the foot trail around the bridge so he can see his family.
That's the most challenging part of everything, and the trail. I volunteered and worked on that yesterday, so that's looking good, and hopefully that'll be our connection on the weekends. They can come home and.
Caltrans engineers are working with the contractors who are operating this crane, trying to come up with a plan. I was talking to the contractors. They say the problem is this crane is computerized and they need to get it all on the correct settings. We asked, well, is there any chance that you might bring explosives in? They say no, that could harm the environment. Dan?
All right, thank you very much, Caitlin. I want to continue with our team coverage now. Action News reporter Felix Cortez was in Big Sur Village today. And Felix, up to this point, people have not been able to get down and actually spend money in Big Sur, but there is good news ahead.
That's right, Dan. For nearly a month now, Big Sur has been cut off to both tourists and visitors, but Highway 1, a lifeline for that community, is set to reopen this Thursday.
We're just happy to have the road opening up. We're really excited to have people come back down.
This is what the last 3 weeks in and around the Big Sur Village have looked like. Empty parking lot, empty restaurants, and a lonely highway.
We should be just crawling with people right now, and we're not. And so again, we're really anxious
to see the stretch of Highway 1 reopen from south of Carmel to north of the Pfeiffer Canyon Bridge. Storm damage forced the closure to everyone except locals 3 weeks ago. Since then, businesses have taken a huge financial hit and several hundred employees laid off.
All of our, I think like 95% of our employees live here with their families. So yeah, no, they have children to support.
And will survive, but the people south of the bridge, even people north of the bridge, whose lives are disrupted, are the ones who are really being affected dramatically. Their lives are significantly disrupted.
Parts of Big Sur are still a mess. The 2 state parks that draw huge crowds remain closed because of damage with no reopening date set. Parts of Highway 1 still need to be repaired. And then there's the demolition of the Pfeiffer Canyon Bridge. Big Sur leaders are pleading with lawmakers to streamline the permit process for getting work done.
all the people who can have an influence on expediting the process of fixing the highway, opening the state parks, completing the construction of a new bridge so that folks back here in Big Sur and the county can kind of get back to a state of normalcy again.
And still give them, something to do when they come to Big Sur. And luckily, Fernwood, we have a hiking trail behind here up to Buzzard's Roost Trail and the Big Sur River and the Bar and Grill. So there's something to do.
Now, Caltrans had originally planned to reopen the highway this Wednesday, but work crews needed another day to wrap up some road work down there. So again, Highway 1 will be reopening down to the Big Sur Village and just beyond that, again, this Thursday morning. Dan?
All right, thank you very much, Felix. So when the road is reopened, it will be reopened down to just north of the Pfeiffer Canyon Bridge. Caltrans will set up a turnaround. That'll be at the Big Sur Ranger Station. Community Foundation for Monterey County has been raising money to help those in Big Sur. They say people have been very generous. As of this afternoon, they have raised or received commitments for more than $75,000. They're still accepting donations. There is a link on our website at ksbw.com.